Hello everybody, welcome to our channel Wizard of Geology. Today we will discuss 8 new MCQs with their explanation. So without delay, let's start our discussion video 13. Which of the following so interlayering of lava flows and pyroclastic material? Shield volcano, cinder cone, stratovolcano, none of the above. It is asking about layering of lava flows and pyroclastic material. So the right answer will be stratovolcano. Okay, stratovolcano is also known as composite volcano. Okay, what is shield volcano? Shield volcano is characterized by the gentle upper slope and little higher slope, means stiffer slope in the lower flank. If I ask you, shield volcano looks like this. Okay, this will be the crater and this is. Here you will find steeper slope and this upper area you will find little slope. Okay, similarly in stratovolcano it is more steeper than the shield volcano, because in stratovolcano it will be rising like this. Okay, the volcano is like this. Here the layering of the pyroclastic material and the lava flows are occurring alternate layer. Okay, if this is lava flow then it will be pyroclastic, then this is lava flows, then this will be pyroclastic. So in stratovolcano this upper area is more steeper. Okay, the lower area is less steeper because erosion occurs and the materials are deposited here. Similarly in cinder cone is small volume. Okay, means this is small occurring. Here ash and scoria occur in the layers. If I ask you why stratovolcano are more stiffer than the shield volcano, because in stratovolcano rhyolitic to andesitic magmas occur. In shield volcano this is less viscosity lava, those are andesitic to basalt. Okay, which of the following unconformity shows no distinct separation plane or contact, sometimes consisting of soils, paleosols or beds of pebbles derived from the underlying rock? So you should know what is unconformity. Unconformity, it is a layer of erosion or non-depositional surface separating two rock strata or rock bed. Okay, this will be called unconformity. There are many types of unconformity. Those are disconformity, non-conformity, paraconformity and blended unconformity. Which will be the right answer? That is option D, blended unconformity. Okay, what is disconformity type? Disconformity, it is a type of unconformity. It occurs between two parallel layers. Okay, between two parallel layers of sedimentary rocks. It depicts about a erosional surface or undepositional. Okay, it will occur between two sedimentary layers which are parallel bedding. Okay, in non-conformity it will occur between the sedimentary bed and igneous or metamorphic bed. Similarly, this unconformity will represent some erosional surface. Okay, so that you will know from this unconformity, you will definitely you will say that this igneous or metamorphic bed was once upon a time it was uplifted and that came under the aerial contact and it eroded. After that sedimentary was where sedimentary beds were deposited, so it subsided. Okay. Similarly, paraconformity. It is paraconformity. It is unconformity between sedimentary layers. Okay. What it will depict? It will depict about the non-depositional surface. Okay. It is very difficult to identify this paraconformity because this paraconformity represents the undepositional surface, during which time, during that time there was no deposits. Okay, so that how you define it as a paraconformity? These two sedimentary beds will have different age. Okay, this will be older and this will be younger, so that you will find there is no continuity between these two sedimentary deposits. So you will say that during this time of paraconformity there was no deposition of sedimentary rocks. Okay, who put forward the nebular hypothesis? Option A, Littleton, Jeans Jeffries, Chamberlain and Moulton, Kant and Laplace. The right answer is option D. That is, Kant and Laplace put forward the hypothesis of nebular. It was, the right answer will be Kant and Laplace. And Littleton gave which hypothesis? He gave in 1938, he gave binary star hypothesis of our solar system. Similarly, Jeans and Jeffries, he gave gaseous tidal hypothesis during 1925. And Chamberlain and Moulton both gave planetesimal hypothesis of our solar system origination. Which of the following stream is a stream developed in a lowlands joining at oblique or right angles to the consequent stream? Subsequent stream, graded stream, obsequent stream, resequent stream. The right answer will be option A, that is subsequent stream. What is obsequent stream, resequent stream? Look here, this blue flowing rivers is called as consequent river. Okay, consequent rivers follow the original dipping of bed. Okay, similarly this subsequent stream, green color. Okay, look here and look here, these are called as subsequent stream. These subsequent streams join the main consequent river either in right angle or oblique. Okay, these subsequent rivers follow the normal dip of the bed. These yellow flowing rivers are called as resequent stream. Okay, these resequent streams are developed when bed is or strata is tilted. Okay, these resequent stream follow the tilt of the bed. Okay, similarly these black color rivers, look here, these black color rivers are called as obsequent stream. Okay, obsequent stream. What is characteristics of these obsequent streams? These obsequent streams develop where in the steep surface of the tilted bed. Okay, this is sometimes called as cuesta. Okay, this part is very steep surface. This is gentle dip this side and this is very steep side. So these subsequent streams develop in the steep surface of the tilted bed and they join the which river? Subsequent river. Okay, and these subsequent stream flow opposite to the resequent stream. Okay, this is flowing. this direction and this opposite. Match the following volcanics with respect to their time: Malani, Igneous, Dras volcanics, Deccan Traps, Pir Panjal. You have to match with their volcanic origin time. From here, which is oldest? The oldest will be Malani Igneous volcanic. Okay. Similarly, youngest will be Deccan Traps. Okay. So Malani Igneous will be matched with this 600 to 780 million year. Okay. This time period is Lower Vindhyan. Okay. So Malani will be 2. Dras volcanic will be 65 to 135 million year. That is during Cretaceous. Okay. Similarly, Deccan Traps will be 30 to 100 million year. That is which time period? That is Upper Cretaceous to Oligocene. Okay. This is Upper Cretaceous to Oligocene. And this is at last Pir Panjal. Pir Panjal will be 3. That is 200 to 320 million years. That is upper Carboniferous to Upper Triassic. Okay. Upper Carboniferous to Upper Triassic. So the right answer will be P2Q1 R4 S3. P2Q1 R4 S3. That is option D is correct. In which type of decay one neutron changes to a proton and an negative charge or electron? Okay. Alpha decay, negatron decay, positron decay and electron capture decay. The right answer will be negatron decay. Okay. What is negatron decay? In negatron decay, one neutron will be changed to a proton plus an electron, that is negative charge. Similarly, in positron decay, this negatron decay is symbolized as beta minus. Positron decay, that is beta plus. In positron decay, what will happen? A proton will be converted to or transformed to a neutron and a positive charge ion. Okay, this is positron decay. In alpha decay, you know, that is helium to 4. So in the product of in alpha decay, there will be decrease in the atomic number by 2 and mass number by 4. So in electron capture decay, what will happen? In electron capture decay, an electron will be captured by an nucleus. Okay, if this is nucleus, here neutron and proton are available. That is, here these are electrons. In electron capture decay, one electron will be captured by the nucleus. So you know, in nucleus that is always neutral. It behaves always neutral. That is similar number of proton and similar number of electron. But in electron capture decay, an electron will be absorbed by the nucleus. So one proton will be converted to an neutron. Okay, you must be clear about all these things. Next, arrange the following layers of sun from core to outward direction. Okay, what layers you find in the sun? Chromosphere, photosphere, corona. So look here, this part. Okay, this part, this center part is called as photosphere. This light red color, this is called as corona, and This layer between this photosphere and corona is called as chromosphere. Okay, so the answer will be photosphere, chromosphere, then photosphere. This is photosphere. This is photosphere. Then this is chromosphere, and this area, this light, is called as corona. Okay, so these gases like specules are developed from the chromosphere, and you find this corona. You will, when you find this corona, you will look, when you look at the sun during the eclipse time, solar eclipse time. Okay, the sun is covered by the moon, so that you don't cannot see the photosphere nor chromosphere. You will only see this corona. Okay, you will only see this corona during the solar eclipse time. So the right answer will be B, A, C. That is option C is correct. Which of the following is not a local hot wind? There are some local hot wind and cold wind. Bora, Sirocco, Santa Ana and Chinook. Here the right answer is Bora. This is cold wind. All these are Sirocco, Chinook and Santa Ana. All are hot wind. Okay, this is cold wind. So today we will finish our discussion video here, and I have attached a short note at this last of this video, so don't forget to watch that. Thank you for watching our channel Wizard of Geology.